the Middle East, a region where the echoes of ancient civilizations blend with modern-day geopolitics, is witnessing heightened tensions. At the heart of this latest surge is Iran's involvement in the Israel Hamas conflict and the US's decisive stance against any aggression towards Americans.
Iran is supporting Russia in Ukraine, and is supporting Hamas and other terrorist groups in the region, and will continue to hold them accountable, I might add.
We know there's complicity here by Iran. As I just said, they've been supporting Hamas for years, a couple of decades, and Hamas wouldn't be able to function or exist without Iran.
Naturally, we do believe that Iran plays a role in what Hamas and the actions that Hamas is carrying out.
US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, at a recent UN Security Council meeting, underlined a crucial point. The US seeks no conflict with Iran, but any attack on its personnel by Iran or its proxies will be met with swift, decisive action.
Now, it is no secret to anyone in this room or on this council that for years, Iran has supported Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and other groups that continue to carry out attacks on Israel. Iranian leaders have routinely threatened to wipe Israel off the map. In recent weeks, Iran's proxies have repeatedly attacked U.S. personnel in Iraq and Syria, whose mission is to prevent ISIS from renewing its rampage. The United States does not seek conflict with Iran. We do not want this war to widen. But if Iran or its proxies attack U.S. personnel anywhere, make no mistake, we will defend our people, we will defend our security, swiftly and decisively.
Iran's regional ambitions have been a thorn in the side of US Middle Eastern alliances. Since the 1979 Iranian Revolution, Tehran has looked to extend its influence, often in opposition to American interests. By fostering ties with groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Assad regime in Syria, Iran has crafted a network that challenges US hegemony. But what's Iran's connection with Hamas and the Gaza war? Tehran denies direct involvement in the horrific attacks by Hamas in Israel on 7 October 2023.
Today, the U.S. Secretary of State once again attempts to wrongly place the blame on Iran. Iran categorically rejects these groundless allegations. Our commitment to the regional peace and stability remains unwavering.
Yet the Iranian Supreme Leader's commendation of these strikes speaks volumes of their stance. Iran's assertion of its regional presence hasn't been without pushback. The US's orchestration of the Abraham Accords in 2020, which saw normalization of Israel's relations with certain Arab nations, marked a diplomatic victory. However, Iran isn't playing a passive game. Its recent restoration of ties with Saudi Arabia shows it's still a significant player. The war between Israel and Hamas isn't just about territorial disputes or political ideologies. It's also a battleground for diplomatic influence and regional supremacy. With US President Biden's recent visit to Israel and the heightened regional tensions, the US is walking a tightrope, balancing firm support for Israel with calls for restraint. The stakes are high, not just for the belligerents, but for the entire region. Iran's maneuvers, Israel's responses, and the US's diplomatic strategy could reshape the Middle Eastern geopolitical landscape.